next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy on 1st down. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Come on. Set.
Receiver in motion, going left. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Has a man. It's Brown.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Flush down out to his left. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stop.
Here's Brown again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Trying to run for this with Moss. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here we go.
Man in motion here.
Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Intended for Reed, but it's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They've got first down from the 31.
It's your set. Got.
Brown on the inside give. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this.
On one, ready?
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Got.
They have it on 2nd and short.
Got.
They'll run again with Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
There you go. Got.
Going with Brown on the ground. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
On, ready?
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
11 MC, tight. 12, 12, 12. Got.
Burrow from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's got it near the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11 MC, 11 MC. 12, 12, 12. Got.
Brown will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
Got.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Dallas Turner picks it off. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
65-6.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a 49er first down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, here we go.
Brown on the carry. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Here we go.
A run with Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Bengals in possession. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's set.
From the 46. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here we go.
First down, Burrow to throw. It's complete to Turner. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete over the middle. He'll have the first down and even more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Back now, pressure on its way. And they get to him again. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. First time this game they've looked to him. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll throw it. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
On 1, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
11. Get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey, and he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Ready? 19 Lions. Ready?
From the gun is Purdy. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 18. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On 2, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Brown. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Purdy to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
19 Tiger, 19.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
Bengals 3. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we gotta keep
Moving
scoring.
quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's get set. 11 MT, take. 11 hot.
Burrow from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Trying for it with Burrow. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down throw by Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's 49ers football, and they are hurting for points. They start this quarter with a huge lead. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Mustang 19.
Now Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. He can run it. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
11, Thomas. Dot.
Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, we're good.
The dose of the hurry-up offense
11,
here.
mighty. 11, mighty. Dot.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And they pick him off again. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Set go.
Purdy throwing here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here. McCaffrey running between the tackles. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun is Purdy. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give now to Brown. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Caught, nice gain left side. Continuing to move past the 45. Keeps himself upright. Ja'Marr Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Ja'Marr Chase touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Purdy throwing here on first. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it'll be second down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Seven Pirates, go!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So they're left facing third and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Let's go! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hut, hut.
On third down, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers approaching win number 7 on the year. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Cougar 19!
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
On first down, here's Burrow. It's complete to Turner. Free inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. T. Higgins, the touchdown. And that one is through, so take a final point off of what's still a pretty big lead as this game comes to a close. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara.